Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. What up, world? My name is Jake, and here are the 15 most useless laws in the United States. So I went online and found some dumb laws. I was originally going to do 50, but I got bored and decided to just do 15. And I found a list on Reader's Digest. The link to that will be in the description. It has much more. Actually, I'm pretty sure that went all the way to 50 because they gave one for each state, and I only went to 15. So go and read that. Number 1, getting drunk in a bar in Alaska. In Alaska, you're not allowed to get drunk and then enter a bar while already intoxicated, you know. But you also can't remain in a bar while getting drunk. So if you have a drink and you feel a slight buzz, you better get the hell out of there and hope you can call an Uber. Because you also can't drive drunk, obviously. That's a law pretty much everywhere. But for some reason, you can't stay in the bar while getting drunk. And I'm pretty sure that's the one place you're supposed to be able to get drunk. I don't know, man. Shit's weird. Number 2, no spitting in public. In Arizona, you're not allowed to spit in public. So if you got a hockaloogie, or you got some mucus in your throat, maybe you got a cold, and you're just trying to spit it up, but you're outside for some reason with a cold, and you do it, and there's like cops nearby, they're gonna be like, hey, you're going to jail. And you're like, what's my punishment, officer? In a really sexual way. And they're just like, $2,500 and 6 months in jail. Number 3, in Arkansas, it's illegal to mispronounce Arkansas. I'm not sure when this happened or why this happened. So apparently Arkansas state officials were like, you know what? I hate when people call us Arkansas, and I hate when people call us Arkansas. We gotta make a law to make sure that they know exactly how to pronounce our state's name. It's Arkansas with 3 syllables, and you gotta have an A at each syllable, and you gotta have the S be silent. You cannot say Arkansas, and you cannot say Arkansas, because we are not that other state, Kansas. Editing Jake, put this at the beginning. So I went online and found some dumb laws. I was originally going to do 50, but I got bored and decided to just do 15. There's also an article I'll get to later. Let's just take this one quick video because there's no reason to put it in. Good. Number 4, in Connecticut, pickles have to bounce. In 1948, 2 pickle salesmen tried to sell pickles that were unfit for human consumption, and the FDA was like, hey, that's not a thing you should be able to do. You know what? Those pickles, whack. The fact that they don't bounce, whack. Pickles should bounce and yours don't, whack. My pickles that do bounce after dropping them from 1 foot, tight as fuck. So you know what? Pickles that don't bounce, they ain't real pickles. What? So if you want to sell some pickles in this glorious state of Connecticut, your pickles better bounce, son. Good on you, Connecticut. Number 5, no eating of fried chicken with utensils. And you guessed it, not Kentucky, it's Georgia. So you think a crime against eating chicken with a fork would be something that Kentucky would do? Because, you know, like Kentucky Fried Chicken and all of that kind of stuff. No, it's Gainesville, Georgia. The home of one of the greatest professional wrestlers, AJ Styles, and my favorite wrestler of all time, just saying. But in Gainesville, Georgia, it is illegal to eat fried chicken with anything other than your fingers. Because it's finger looking good. That is still Kentucky Fried Chicken. What the fuck, Georgia? Trying to steal Kentucky's thunder? Okay, well, whatever. It's still a law. And guess what? In 2009, a tourist, some 90-year-old woman, was like, I have not read the law. I will eat this chicken with my fork. I can't do an old lady impression right now. My throat's still fucked up from being sick for the last 3 weeks. Fuck. Okay, well, whatever. Jake, just get on with the fucking video. You can do this. Should I cut this out of the video? Editing Jake, are you gonna cut this out of the video? Put on text on screen if you're gonna cut this out of the video. Why would you do that if you're gonna cut it out of the video? What is happening? What am I doing? Can I just get back to the fact, please? Yeah, someone got arrested. The link to that will also be in the description if you'd like to read up more on that. Number 6. In Illinois, you're not allowed to ride your bike in any fancy way other than the normal way. In Galesburg, Illinois. You know, that state that has the one city that's really windy and a lot of shootings occur there. Apparently, they don't like you riding your bike all weird like. So if you're one of those cyclists that want to take one hand off the handlebars as you're riding down the street, maybe to throw a newspaper or something, I don't know. But if you take your hand off the handlebar, you're going to jail. If you take a foot off the pedal to stop yourself, you're going to jail. If you get up on the seat to do a trick, you're going to jail. If you yell to your ma, "Hey ma, look at me, no hands," jail. I assume that this was done probably at a time when cyclist safety was being in question. Maybe there was a lot of crashes. Some police officer or something was like, I don't know, maybe this was like a law that happened around then. And yeah, this shit's weird. Number 7, you can't fake butter in Iowa. Leave it to Iowa to have the fucking stupidest law. God damn it. Fucking Iowa. If you have butter, but it's not actual butter, maybe it's like, I can't believe it's not butter and it's margarine, or some other butter substitute, and you try to pass it off as real butter, like you put it on a biscuit and be like, here, have this biscuit with butter, and they eat it and they be like, wait a minute, this isn't butter, it's margarine, I can't believe it's not butter, then you go to jail. I don't know if there's a fine for this, and I don't know if there's actual jail time. Apparently it's still a thing, and for some reason, I don't know why this became a thing. I didn't do any research into this video, I just kind of looked at the Reader's Digest article and thought it was funny. Number 8, advertising on gravestones. Now picture this. You start up a new business, maybe a new funeral home, and you're like, where should I put up my flyers for this? I gotta get the word out. Maybe if I put it in the paper, people might see it, but who reads the newspaper anymore? If I put it on a light pole somewhere, people might see it walking by, but then again, when you do that, people just put up their poster for their missing dogs on there. And who wants to look for a missing dog when they'd rather put their loved one to rest in a funeral home, or say you're starting a new bakery that exclusively sells gluten-free bread that's literally just tofu or something. I don't know what you do with gluten-free bread. I don't know what gluten is. And apparently people think their missing dogs are more important than your gluten-free bakery. So where else are you going to advertise? In the sky with a plane? That's too expensive. Maybe you're gonna put an ad out online, but those damn kids and their pesky being online and their memes and their TikToks and their Jake by Storm Entertainment YouTube videos, come on kids. So what do? You want to put on a gravestone? Because then when people are going and they're trying to, you know, mourn the loss of their dad, who they loved very much, or their kid that died way too young of some horrible disease, and lo and behold, on their son's gravestone, an ad for a gluten-free bakery. Where are they gonna go? Probably not your bakery. And you know what? Maine was like, yeah, let's just tell them no, don't do that. So in the town of Wells, Maine, they're like, fuck you, you're not gonna advertise on gravestones, not on that dead kid's grave, okay? Advertise your gluten-free bakery somewhere else. I assume there's a fine for this. Probably. That seems like something there'd be a fine for. Number 8, no dancing to the Star-Spangled Banner in Massachusetts. We all know Massachusetts. It's the place that the Tea Party thing, right? That happened in Boston at the harbor. I don't remember what the harbor was called. But it happened in Boston, I think. And, you know, the people that with the stuff, and they went and they threw the tea. Yeah, that was Boston, the most patriotic state. Guess what? John Cena was also born in Massachusetts. And you know what he probably never did? I fucking hit my desk. But you know what John Cena probably never did, because it was illegal? Dance to the Star-Spangled Banner. He didn't get up there. He didn't do the 5-knuckle shuffle and throw his hat into the crowd to the Star-Spangled Banner, because he's a real patriot. He's a real American. Not like Hulk Hogan. He's a real American, and he will not dance to the Star-Spangled Banner. However, the 1917 law, a patriotic law, is still a thing, but it's kind of made null by the fact you can, because of a little thing called the First Amendment. That just kind of protects your freedom of speech and I guess your freedom of dance. So if you're in Massachusetts and you want to dance the Star-Spangled Banner, you might get some weird looks, but you can do it because it's your goddamn right. I was going to say God-given, but I didn't. I said goddamn. So that means you better do it. Dance to the Star-Spangled Banner. Number 10. In Nebraska, you can't get married if you have a venereal disease. I'm a sweet, innocent little boy. I don't know what a venereal disease is. Do you think I know these things? I don't. Why would I know these things? I assume it's some sort of thing that is like an STD. I cannot confirm this. Editing Jake, you will have to confirm this, because I am not going to look it up right now. And in fact, I'm probably going to cut this in a way that it doesn't make me look so stupid, or I'll leave it as is. Maybe I'll think it's funny that way. I don't know. But leave it to Nebraska to have a stupid law. Ha ha ha. What are we, Iowa? Oh yeah, maybe we are basically. We're basically Iowa that's like right next to Iowa. Because we have a stupid law like this. We also have some other dumb laws. Because fucking our governor, Pete Ricketts, is like, I'm an evil villain. Look at me, I'm bald. I'm not going to put a picture of Pete Ricketts on here. You guys can go look at a picture of Pete Ricketts if you want. Then trust me, does he not look like a supervillain? Like the guy from fucking Austin Powers, you know, the bald guy, or Darren Cross from Ant-Man, or Lex Luthor. The dude looks like a supervillain, and he acts like a supervillain, and he won't legalize weed, which doesn't really mean much to me, because I don't care. Apparently weed is legal for medicinal use, but it's not for recreational use, and I don't care. I'm not gonna smoke it. So I don't really give a shit, but Pete Ricketts is also universally hated in Nebraska, and by universally I mean just in Nebraska. I assume other states probably hate him too if they know who he is. And if you look him up, you'll probably hate him too. Number 11. In Nevada, you can't use x-ray devices to determine someone's shoe size. Now Nevada is the place with all the gambling and stuff. It's where Las Vegas is. You can go and you can gamble your life away. You can do all these things. Prostitution's legal there, I think. I don't know. Apparently it's not in Utah. I think it's not legal in most states. But in Las Vegas it might be. Now that's a thing. But you know what is illegal? Trying to determine someone's shoe size with an x-ray device. So if you're like, man, I really want to know what that guy's shoe size is, you can't use an x-ray machine to figure that out. You gotta be selective with those things. If you fear your buddy's got a broken bone, okay, fine, use it for that. If you fear your buddy's got a broken foot, cool, but you better not make sure you figure out what his shoe size is. I don't know if it's actually specifically for the shoe size thing. I don't know. I haven't really looked this up. I feel like it's a dumb law to just for shoe size, so I don't know if that actually do that, but considering the other ones that I read and that are on this list, yeah, that might be what it is. We'll leave that up to Editing Jake to put something on screen. I'm not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. No one's gonna do it. This video is not gonna be very well edited, I know it. Number 12, playing bingo while having a felony in Pennsylvania. Ooh. So Pennsylvania is that state that's like, it sounds like Transylvania, but it's also like pen, you know, or pencil, and you're like, why is this even a state? It's one of those states that I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a state. You know, it's one of those states you forget that it's a state until you hear it and you're like, oh yeah, that exists. like Delaware or Rhode Island. I constantly forget that Rhode Island's a state. It's the smallest state. Can it even be considered a state? Well, it is, and it's apparently the state that Family Guy takes place in Quahog, Rhode Island, which isn't a real city, by the way. But Rhode Island's a real state, and I don't like that. You know what? Fuck you, Rhode Island. I hate the fact that you're a state because I always forget that you're a state. You know what else I always forget's a state? Kentucky. That's basically just Tennessee to me for some reason. I don't know why. In Pennsylvania, you can't play bingo if you have a felony for some reason. So, say you're out on the town, and you're just like, man, I'm bored. I'm fucking bored. I want to go somewhere and do something. Should I go to a nightclub? Nah, those are overrated. Should I go out to eat? Nah, it's overrated. Who needs to eat? You know what? I'm going to go chat with a bunch of old people and play some bingo. And you walk in there, and the guy at the door is just like, sup, guy? You here to play some bingo? And you're like, yeah. And the guy's like, okay, I have one question to ask you. Do you got a felony? Huh? Punk? And you're just like, damn. There was one time I was in Massachusetts and I danced the Star Spangled Banner, and so yeah, I got a felony. It's not a felony to dance the Star Spangled Banner in Massachusetts. So just pretend like it is, because it's a dumb law. And I'm making a cinematic thing. I'm just doing a thing here. So just act like you pay attention to it, please. Just follow. Just pretend like you're having a good time, and maybe give this video a like. I could really use it to boost my ego. I'm having a tough time right now, and I think it'd be really cool if you guys would like this video for me. Thank you so much. So then you're like, yeah, the Star Spangled Banner was playing, and I tapped my foot a little bit, maybe did a little shake, and then a cop was like, hey, you're under arrest. And I'm like, So then you can't play bingo, and the cop's like, hey, you're playing bingo, and you have a felony because I'm the guy that arrested you for dancing the Star Spangled Banner in Massachusetts. You remember me? Well, now I'm arresting you again. You're going to jail. It only gets weirder from here. Number 13, in South Carolina, you can't work on Sundays. I assume this is for some sort of religious reason. Hey, South Carolina, have you ever heard of separation of church and state? No? Okay, well, fuck you. Guess what? Now you have. So, making it illegal to work on Sundays for some sort of religious reason? Stupid. It's whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck. I already did that joke. I'm not gonna do it again. But if it's not for some religious reason, maybe they're just like, hey, it's Sunday. Everybody just rest. Just have a good day. I don't know. So everybody gets a Sunday off for some reason. But that's fine. You know, I don't want to work on a Sunday. You don't want to work on a Sunday. That guy over there that's for some reason in my house doesn't want to work on a Sunday. Hey, dude, did you know that it's Sunday? Stop working. It's Saturday, actually. Actually, when this goes up, it's probably a Monday. Hey, dude, when is this video going up? Can you like put the knife down, please? Why do you have a chloroform rag? What are you gonna do? Just put it down. Whatever. Okay. We'll deal with that later. It gets weirder because apparently you can't dance on a Sunday either. Probably to the Star Spangled Banner. I hear that's a real toe tapper. So you can't work or dance on a Sunday. And I don't know if the dance part has any religious meaning or not. Who knows? Have they heard of separation of church and state yet? I told them about it. I don't know if they listen to me. Guys, are you listening to me? What, is dancing the work of the devil or something? I don't know. We'll ask him later. I hear he likes to dance. But if you're a fan of working and or dancing on the 7th day of the week or the first day, depending on how you write your calendars, I don't. I put that at the end of the week because it's a weekend. What is wrong with you people? Monday's the beginning of the week. Monday's the beginning of the week, of the work week at least. And since Sunday's not a work day for you guys, why would you put that as the beginning of the work week? But if you're a fan of working or dancing on Sundays, good news, This law is in the process of being repealed, and I have no idea what the progress on that is, because the article that I read was published in 2019, so it could possibly not be a thing right now, which means that it would have to be taken off this list. But I'm not going to look it up. You guys can look it up and tell me in the comments. And then be like, Jake, why didn't you do your job and do research? And I'm like, this video isn't to educate you on stuff, it's to entertain you. And maybe all of this stuff is made up. I don't know. I didn't do any actual research into this. That's not my job. Actually, it is my job. But here's the thing. If you're watching this and you're getting a good laugh out of it, great. If you want to take these to trivia night, okay, maybe that could be true. They'll definitely wow your friends. Maybe you'll get somebody who actually reads law books for some reason of each state. And he's like, hey, that's not true. I have the law book for that specific state right here, and it doesn't say anything about that. So you're wrong. You're going to jail. Number 14, no clotheslining in Vermont. Now that title is just a bit misleading. Here's the thing. Vermont did not pass a law banning clotheslines. They passed a law banning the ban of clotheslines. For whatever reason, they made a law that says that you cannot outlaw putting up lines to hang your clothes on. Maybe because they're like, we're in a bygone era, and everyone's using those fancy washer machines, doohickeys that wash their clothes and dry them for them, but I like the old way of using a washboard, and you scrub it in a bucket full of water, and then you hang it out to dry. And they don't want that to be illegal for whatever reason, because why would you ever make it illegal? Well, they don't know, they don't have a reason, but they're like, just to be safe, just in case, we're gonna make it illegal to make that illegal, you know? So nobody can ban that. I'm sure everyone in Vermont probably has a clothesline. Now, I don't know, the article I read just said clotheslines. It didn't have a picture of a clothesline. It didn't say that it's the ones that you hang out your clothes out to dry. For all I know, it could be banning the ban of clotheslining someone. You know, like, you're in a wrestling match, like, say you're a professional wrestler, like me, I'm a trained professional wrestler, and you're in a ring, and you want to hit somebody while you're running it, like, while they're running at you. But you're like, I don't want to punch them, I don't want to kick them, what am I going to do? You extend your arm out, and they run into it. That's a clothesline, actually. Fun fact. Maybe it's banning the ban of that. I don't know. Is Vermont a wrestling state? Do they have a lot of wrestling stuff there? Not that I know of. I constantly forget that Vermont's even a state. Add that to the list of states that I forget they're states. And on to our final installment of this video. Number 15, Bigfoot poaching. No, this is not making a law that you have to hunt Bigfoot. This is not making a law saying that Bigfoot must be killed and stopped. No, this is saying you can't kill Bigfoot. You can't go find a Sasquatch in the woods and fucking shoot it in the face because you think, oh my god, Bigfoot, kill him now. Because the lawmakers in like 1990 something were like, you know, that Bigfoot guy that everyone's talking about, if he's real, I don't know if he's real, but if he's real, he might be an endangered species, you know, like that Loch Ness Monster guy. So if he's an endangered species, we gotta preserve that guy. And if he is still alive, he's been living for a very, very long time, because that one sighting, that really famous sighting, was back in like the 60s. People are still seeing Bigfoot to this day. So we gotta make sure that guy lives. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make it illegal to hunt Bigfoot. And I think that's only in 2 counties. As far as Reader's Digest went, they said it was in 2 counties. So I don't know if all the other counties in Washington are totally cool with you shooting Bigfoot in the face. But at least 2 Washington counties, if you do that, they're gonna throw your ass in jail. Probably for a very long time. Rightfully so, because I feel like that's murder. Anyway, what'd you guys think of the video? Are any of these laws too stupid to be real? I don't know. The United States has some pretty dumb laws, in fact, so all of these are probably real. Have you guys read the Reader's Digest article? If not, it's linked in the description below. You know what else is linked in the description below? My Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Patreon. You guys want to go support me? You think, hey, this guy does some good work. I like this guy's work. I want to do more than just subscribing and hitting that notification bell. I want to do more than just sharing this video out with his friends. I want to do more than just liking this video. I want to give this guy $1 or maybe $5. So you know what? I'm going to go to Patreon. I'm going to give that guy $1. But anyway, you guys don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'd greatly appreciate it, and I'll probably give you some cool stuff. That'd be nice. You get your names in the credits of the video. You get a shout out, and maybe you get a T-shirt if you put in enough money. I'm thinking like $20 tiers, get a free T-shirt of any of the stuff on my Pro Wrestling Tees store, maybe. Think about it. But anyway, I think that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, the like button's down there. It's great. The dislike button's also there. Please don't hit that button. If you do, your house might catch on fire, and you don't want to do that. But the like button's down there. If you hit the like button, that means you're going to have a good day tomorrow. You're going to find $20 on the street. Your crush is going to tell you that they like you. Unless you're already dating somebody, maybe your spouse is going to tell you that they really, really love you. And maybe they want to try it for a baby. If you want a baby, maybe they're going to tell you they don't want kids. If you don't want kids, they're going to basically say one thing, one particular thing that you want that they currently are on the fence about. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're gonna win a new car if you hit the like button. None of these things are guaranteed, but they're also not guaranteed to not happen if you don't hit the like button. So maybe just hit it and try. You never know. These are things you never know. Schrodinger's like button. It's both clicked and unclicked at the same time. And it's both good things could happen, good things might not actually happen at the same time. Just hit it and give it a shot. You only have, what are you gonna lose? You nothing. So why not just like the video? Otherwise, subscribe for more content. But I've rambled on for too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have an awesome day.